cliques that have carved up South LA with other ethnic groups like Filipinos, blacks, Hispanics, and Tongans. And in this part of town, territory is a dead serious business.
Welcome to Hoodbios, where we share stories from the streets and the people behind them. Don't forget to drop a comment and a like.
I came across an interesting article about SRB, and today we have Bata from SRB.
Like I said, they call me Bata. I started banging in '85. I know I was real young. So that's why I was in Bata. I was the youngest one out of the group back in the day. I was the youngest one out of the 10 people that started this stuff. There's a lot of Filipinos in Carson back in the day. You know, in '85, there was just break dancing, not into gang banging that much. So we all started on break dancing with Filipinos, Samoans. And back then I used to be associated with a blood gang in Carson. I was young blood. I kicked it with a lot of Samoans. I grew up with a lot of Samoans and all that. And then I came across with this gang or crew, SRB, and when they started it, we started it. So I used to claim myself as Westside Carson blood. I'm a blood from Carson. So and then I think we were the first Filipino blood gang or color gang or Asian gang for what I can remember, because I can tell you history how it started, how the blood and the color started. So there were no Filipino gang that represent before. I mean, they're scared to claim colors. All they claim was yellow, pink. They don't. There was no Asian gang. Not even all the other Asian gang out there. They don't like claiming colors, and there was not that many Asian gang before. It was just us, and it just multiplied. All those other gang members multiplied. Well, we weren't the Filipinos. We were not the first Filipino gang, but we were the first Filipino blood gang that claims the colors. You understand?
Yes.
SRB was one of the main one that started the colors. I mean, we bloods back. We started the first Asian gang is us. That's a blood. 1985. The reason why we were claiming colors, because I started gangbang when I was sixth grade, dog. I was fourth grade, and I kicked it with a lot of bloods, and I claimed blood back in the day. I even claimed a blood gang in Carson, but I did so, and I associated with SRB more, and SRB, we all became bloods because of I guess of us, because grew up with a blood gang with a lot of Samoans. I grew up in Marbella Street. That's in Carson.
Was that
That's all them in Carson. It's nothing but blood in Carson. So when I joined the Asian gang or the Filipino gang, it turned into bloods. And then all the other gangs all the other gangs that we came across with, like they all became blood. Reason we started it because we met somebody, one of the, like, it's different. Fraternity in the Philippines is a fraternity. Down here is a gang member. So the one that put it up was one of the higher up in the Philippines from SRB in the Philippines. He was a fraternity. He tried to make it a fraternity here, but we turned it into a gang. Come on, I mean, over here there's no fraternity. Like I can tell you a few. RPB. They were not claiming colors back in the day. Now they were Bloods. And then what else? Beat Down Boys. They're Bloods too. AKP. They're Bloods too. Aqua Boys. BNG. Some of them are Bloods. Some of them are I don't know, but they're most of them are claim Bloods. But all the blood gangs you see were all the Filipino gangs. That's a blood gang that I just mentioned: ABC, Acro, BNG, RPB, B Down Boys. They were all like associated. We're all in the blood gang. They all know us, and it started with I guess us for being blood. I don't know, and it just multiplied. Yeah, you can say that. I mean, us, RPB, BNG. We're all together. I mean, we're not together, but before they were not claiming colors back in the day, but now they are claiming colors. You
Did
get it? So I think all the blood gangs out there, or all the Crip. There's a Crip gang, blood gang. So some of them claim Crip, some of them became Bloods. But the reason why I'm telling you this because back then all the Asian gang didn't claim colors. They just claim colors. Now they're just gangs. Now we go with other Filipino gangs. We go against other Filipino gangs. CPC is the worst. Long Beach is anybody in Long Beach we didn't get along. That's why Long Beach and Carson were rivals big time back in the day. No, it's okay now. It's not like before. I mean, a lot of these kids now. My son is growing up and he think it's crazy now. Back then it was crazy here. Talk to any like me. I've been doing this for a while. Early '90s, early 2000. No Asian, no Filipinos can go out on the street. Yeah, I think you know that. I got shot, I got stabbed. I mean, I'm just glad I'm still here with a family. With a fan band. A lot of the homies, my brother got deported, like I told you, and I'm the one that made it. I'm good. I'm good, but not back then. There's nobody safe. Even in Long Beach now. Before, I think was Cambodians and cannot even go outside because Cambodians and Mexicans were getting at it. So yeah, I think it's crazier back then than now. I mean, right now you can't even tell if it's a gang member or not. Yeah, so um, I guess it's just jealousy. I guess probably was gonna take Carson more. I don't know. I don't really remember. He claimed Crip gang. Um, we actually knew him, because they're still in Carson. So that was one of our biggest rival in Carson too. We bang back in the day. So it goes back and forth, back and forth. Yeah.
how
Right
did
now,
he
like I said, it's not crazy like it was back then. It was crazier. I don't even know what's going on now. I don't know if people still claiming SRB. I don't know if they're still claiming CPC. I think the gangs now, I think, is just the Cambodians. I think. I mean, the Filipino gangs right now. I mean, it's not that many. Yeah, original genocide. Um, in Carson, there's a lot of people that hate us in Carson because we, like I said, I mean, a lot of people. If you claim SRB, in Carson back in the day, they'll just jump you because they're scared because there's some Samoans. The homies be shooting some Samoans, Filipinos, blacks, and they're scared to claim SRB back in the day. So genocide is one of us. They're like our homie's little brother, our homie's little cousin. I mean, they're not part of us. They got their own clique, but the one that started that is one of our homies, one of our youngsters. He was pretty down. He got jumped out of SRB and he started his own clique. It's cool. He's in the OG is in the family. You know what I mean?
Yes,
They're
sir.
in the family, yeah. And also BNG is our family too. And they're pretty deep as well. And then I don't know if you heard of RPB. That's the original RPB is in San Francisco. That's the original one. So that's all we associate with. Yeah. You know, I tell this to all the youngsters out there and to all the motherfucking OGs or whatever. I'm short, dog. I'm short. Don't fuck with nobody that you don't know. If you try to fuck with me or fuck with anybody else, because I seen this shit happen. I seen it all happen. Don't try to hit somebody up or fucking press somebody just right there, and you don't know what he has. He can just not even he pressing me. You'll get shanked or get shot. Don't matter. No size. Size ain't shit if you're fucking with a lunatic. That's what I'm saying. I tell this to all the youngsters. Do not press nobody. Do not fuck with anybody because you don't know what you're gonna get. Because you come press somebody at a party or at a fucking mall and shit, and then you don't know what he has, and you don't know how crazy he is. Even if he wears glasses or whatever, don't fuck with nobody, man. Stay true to yourself. You want to bang, bang, but don't fucking press nobody if you don't know that person. That's what I just want to say. I'm just glad that to all the people that's trying to bang and all that, think first before you do it, dog. Like the homies now, some are locked up, some are drugs, some are get deported. Think before you do it. That's all I have to say.